Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 2 of Back on the Snow. I'm Joe here with Ben as always. Today we're going to be showing you how to get the chain case drained in this XC600, as well as put new fluid in there and show you exactly how much. Anything you got for the people, Ben? Using the subtitles, huh? No. I'm glad that you're enjoying the color more now, Ben. Stay tuned.
Fuel switch off.
Since this is a new to us sled, what we're going to want to do, instead of just change the chain case fluid, is we're going to actually pull off the chain case, which is in there, to get a good visual on what we have going on in there. I assume based off how well this sled was taken care of, it'll probably be fine. But obviously with it being a sled that's new to us, I'd like to go ahead and take a look in there, see exactly what we have. So in order to get to that, what we're going to have to do first, we're going to have to get this exhaust off. So we got a couple springs here, we got 3 springs there, you're gonna get some springs down there as well. So we'll go ahead, we'll start pulling that. So in order to get these springs off, we got a couple of options. They do sell a tool to take them off, and it's kind of nice. It costs about 15 bucks. If you don't have one of those tools, get out the pliers, and here's the trick. Squint, that way when those springs comes, probably doesn't poke an eye out. Or just spend $15 on the right tool. Spring. Remember, squint. Got our pliers out. Go ahead, start pulling at it. This is really hard not having a cameraman here. Got this one here. I like the old roll technique. Turn it, turn it, turn it. Let's smash our fingers on some stuff, and it's off. Okay, repeat that step about 5 times. Also make sure, for good measure, you drop these under the engine. That way you have to go get new ones. Okay, one down. The 5 springs off. So let's see if I can do this one-handed. Should just pop right out of there. And, oh, I didn't even see this. We got an extra spring here. I'll have to go get that one off real quick. I find that needle nose work best. If you're going to do it with the wrong tool, use the needle nose. It really gives you the best shot to get it off. Okay. And she'll come right out now. You got a donut here. Do not lose that donut. Also, be careful because there's going to be some metal hanging on that. I've cut myself plenty of times on that. And this thing is off. Next, we'll get the can out. You get in here to the actual can, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 springs that I can see, and those 4 springs need to come out in order to get this can out. Also, we found the first thing that was broken on this sled, the battery box. It's got this little bracket here. We'll have to draw out those rivets, get a quick tack weld on that. Should be fine. I mean, the battery box, you can tell this thing was taken care of. Look, it's even got its original paint on it still. Just got some oil covering it. And there's that donut. Make sure you don't lose that. Okay, we got the 4 springs off. And this thing should just pull right out of here. Unless it's got a mystery spring I don't know about. This is so much easier with 2 hands. Oh, I see what we're doing. Caught up on the support. It's got to come back first, and then it can come right out. Okay. Now let's see if we can pull it out with one hand without losing it. Okay, and we got it. Now that we have access to this chain case, I think we're all set to go ahead and pull her off, possibly. If you're wondering why you actually take the whole chain case off and don't just drain it, so I pulled this out. It's got a magnetic tip on it, and this is after cleaning it twice. So if that looks like that, I unfortunately have suspicions of what the inside's going to look like. So in order to get that off the case, we're going to go ahead, we got to get the bracket off. So we got this bolt here, we got these 2 bolts here. Got to take the reverse arm off, so we're going to pull that cotter pin. We are going to then take this off here, and then finally we're going to have 4 bolts on the chain case. These are all 3/8. Those are 3/8, and then we'll have to pull that as well. We're just going to dump it right here. As you can tell, he told us they had an oil leak. Yeah, he wasn't lying. So it's not like we're going to do any more damage. We'll put something under to catch, and we'll get this going. I got 3 or 4 bolts out, about this long. I want to go ahead and I want to take a moment to thank the fine engineers at Polaris that made it pretty much impossible to get this last bolt out. Now I got the tools at home to probably do it. I'm not at home right now, so I debated going back and forth. Been about 40-minute round trip, and I probably should have done it because I've been working on this last bolt for the better part of 40 minutes now. But good news is we're almost there. Bad news is kind of popped off the chain case and does not look like there's any oil, so we'll see what happens when I get this last bolt off. About an hour. I should have time-lapsed it. I didn't. Got this last one out. We should pull this and there should be a bunch of oil that's going to come out, but seeing that I kind of broke it loose already and nothing came out, I'm going to say that unfortunately I think that's going to be the trend on this one. Got the chain case cover off. We're able to look in there, do a visual. 1 or 2 things happened. They did have some oil in the bottom, wasn't bone dry. They're only supposed to have 8 to 9 ounces in here anyway, so it's not like there's going to be a ton. We're able to do an inspection. Everything looks good. Chain had a good amount of tension on it. You want to make sure that it's not too tight, not too loose. You got your tension right in here for the bolt. If you want to come zoom in here. So this bolt here, you tighten that. You can make the chain tighter in there. Everything looked pretty good. The seal was good. It wasn't rotted out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. We're going to start putting this back on and fill it with the right amount. What I might actually do too, there is a plug on the bottom and that has an O-ring on it. And so I'll probably pull that plug. You got to get from the underside, and I'll put a new O-ring on that because I had a different Polaris that leaked out its chain case. So, but overall it looks good in there. You know, normal wear and tear. When you pull out this dipstick, you're gonna get metal flake on there. Okay, that's not abnormal. If you get chunks, well, that's abnormal. But you're gonna get shavings. It's just part of the chain case, how it works. So we'll go ahead. We'll get this all kind of cleaned up a little bit and put back together.
Now the last step is to fill the tank with oil. First pull this dipstick out, then put this on the board, grab this funnel and put it down there. Then you grab this oil.
What type of oil is that?
Chain case oil.
Chain case. It's Polaris synthetic.
Yep.
It's about 20 bucks right now. It's on sale. Apparently not a lot of people snowmobiled this winter. And how much are you gonna dump in?
9 ounces.
Only 9 ounces. Even though it's a big tank, they only take about 8 to 9 ounces. That's what the owner's manual said. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, go ahead, subscribe. You'll get a new video every Saturday as we restore this thing back to original condition. See you next time on Back on the Snow.
Hey everybody, we've been grinding away here at Back in the Snow, and it's all thanks to you. Remember to hit the like button like you do the throttle. Subscribe if you're not already. Drop your 2 cents down in the comments. We love hearing from you. Stay tuned because we've got more snowmobile restoration coming your way in the upcoming weeks. Hope to see you all back on the snow.